Yo, what's up guys? I'm back again. I'm back after 2 months of being busy with some personal problems. I finally have returned. I've been working on the helmets during my time away, and I've been working on 8 helmets, which I've actually been recording, and I'm going to be giving you 8 videos of the mighty Morphin Power Rangers from red, blue, black, yellow, pink, the White Ranger. We have some Lord Zed, and we have Alpha 5, guys. We have Alpha 5. A lot of these helmets and more to be coming soon. But I want to let you guys know that I'm finally back, and today we're going to be working on the Red Ranger helmet. And to be inspired of Red Ranger, I'm wearing a red t-shirt today. I know it's not Power Rangers, but it's the only red shirt that I own that's geek related. But anyway guys, I'm gonna be showing you how I made the red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmet, a 3D print, how I removed the visor from the 3D print, and how I painted and finished it to get it cosplay ready. Because all of these helmets that I've been working on are going to be going for a dance competition here in the island of Puerto Rico. So hopefully I will be able to bring you guys some of the videos of the dance competition. So without further ado, let's get into the build. It's such a beautiful day for working on props. As you can see guys, I already have this helmet completely covered in Bondo in the most important areas. And what we're going to be doing is starting off with some 220 grit sandpaper for our red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmet. And what we're going to be doing is starting off with 220 grit sandpaper and then working our way all the way to 500, then giving it a nice filler primer and working our way to another sanding and get it ready for a nice wet sanding. Man, do I say sanding a lot in this part of the video. Wow. Alright guys, so here we come to the next part of the build process. Is we're going to be using some Rustoleum 2-in-1 filler and sandable primer. That I find is the best filler primer to use. That way you can fill in those little gaps from the Bondo as well as those print lines. So guys, if you're thinking about making some 3D printed helmets and armors, and you want the best to fill in those layer lines and those little pinholes in the Bondo, I would say the Rustoleum 2-in-1 filler and sandable primer is the best way to go. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is remove this visor from the 3D printed helmet. So what we're going to be doing is taking our Dremel and removing our sanding drum and attaching a cutting wheel. With this cutting wheel, what we're going to be doing is carefully cutting around the edge of the visor, that way not to cut around the teeth, ruining the helmet. So we got to be very careful, take it very slowly with this. It's not something that you can just bounce into and cut right away and it's going to come out clean. No, so basically after we cut it, we're going to reattach the sanding drum, sand away some of the bits that melted away, sand it by hand, add some body filler, and then finish it off with some spot putty and another round of sanding just to make sure it's nice and smooth. Alright guys, for this part we're going to be using some rivets to attach our latches to combine the front half and the back half of the helmet. This is a very simple process. If you use a rivet gun like the handheld one that I'm using right here, that you can pick up at any hardware store, it'll just cost you about $7 to $10 depending on where you're from. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and there you go. For the back piece of the helmet, instead of using rivets, I decided to use screws. Unfortunately, the section of the video that I had recorded of these screws accidentally got deleted from my SD card, so unfortunately I can't show that to you guys right now. But luckily, with that process, I did take some screws, depending on the diameter of the hole of the back of your latch. It depends on what screw you use, and it's just very simple. All you have to do is screw it in, and on the other side you can either cut it off with a Dremel, or you can actually use some epoxy putty and cover it up, that way hiding the screw as well as securing it into place. Nothing more refreshing than a nice cold shower on a nice 3D print. Anyway guys, so basically just giving it a nice wet sanding with some 300 grit sandpaper, 400 grit, 500 and all the way to 1000 grit sandpaper, because I want this print to be so nice and smooth that when we go for the paint is just completely flawless, guys. Flawless. And when you want a Power Ranger helmet, you want it to look so super smooth, so super shiny. Alright guys, now here comes another technique for you guys to learn. I showed you pinstriping before in a previous video, but now here is another technique. But first we did is I painted the whole helmet completely black for this technique, and then I took some blue painter's tape, covered up the eyes because I want to make sure that they stay black. And then right after that, I took some 1/16 pinstriping tape and went all the way around the edges of where I wanted the black to be staying. This is a really good technique, and that way you don't have to paint it on, you don't have to draw it on. All you have to do is put the tape on after adding your black base coat or silver or white, depending on what color your pinstripe is going to be. And presto changes, you guys are going to be done, and it's going to be coming out pretty nice. And if you do have some tape that pulls a little bit of your paint off, it's easy fix. All you got to do is take a black or white painter's pen, just go along onto that, and you can fix it up nice and easily, guys. No worries, no hassle, no fuss, no muss. Oh yes, the most satisfying part, and that's the removing of the tape to see the finished result before we add the clear coat, guys. Oh, look at this. This thing is just looking perfect already. I know there's probably going to be some little imperfections there that I'm probably going to have to touch up after, but that's the part of painting. There's always some part of imperfection that's going to happen. Case in point, right there, a little red on the white, but I can actually paint that over with some white paint with a little bit of a brush, and it'll look perfect after. Alright guys, it's visor time. We have our foam strips. We also have our visor already with our limo gray tint attached to it, and our helmet. What we're going to do is take our contact cement, brush 2 coats of it around the back of the brim of the helmet, as well as put some contact cement on the front of the visor, only around the edges. That way when we place it into the back of the helmet, it will have some adhesion. That way it won't shift and move when we add the foam to lock it into place and keep it secure. Alright guys, last but not least, I added a few little straps on the inside to secure the two pieces together, along with the keys that already come with the helmet. So now what we're going to be doing is just adding some padding. We're going to use our same contact cement, add some padding onto the inside of the helmet, on the top and onto the back. That way when I put it on, it'll be more snug to my head and you guys will see a fully finished Power Ranger helmet. Alright guys, so we finally finished the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Red Ranger helmet, and I gotta say it came out so nice. It did take a lot of work, especially the sanding. It took a lot of sanding, but I did manage to finish this baby within a week like I do with the other helmets. Granted, I haven't been here with almost nearly 2 months, and that was just because of, you know, medical reasons and everything. But I am back, babies. I am back. And what better way to start off than with the original Red Ranger? And this one is so nice. This is the second Red Ranger helmet that I made that's actually 3D printed. The ones I used to make before this was actually Pepakura. So this is actually a nice helmet. I got the file on Etsy. I will share a link down in the description below. That way, if you guys are interested in picking up this file, you guys can buy it directly there from the link that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, like I said, in the description. But I know what you guys are waiting for. I know what you guys are waiting for. How does this baby look being worn? How does it look? What better way to find out than to put it on?
Look at it. I can honestly say, guys, this baby looks awesome. Yeah! It is awesome. Feels nice. There's enough room with the padding and everything, and looks very nice. The visor is nicely dark, but you can't see inside, but I can see you guys very clearly.
Oh my god, guys, I really love this thing. It's so nice. If I was to be cosplaying as a Red Ranger, I would go for the original Red Ranger. He's like one of my favorites. The original, the first, is always the best. And I just love the way the lines came out, and the shine off of this baby is so cool. I love the way it shines, and it just glistens. It just glistens, guys. But remember, guys, I have actually worked. I did about all of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmets, so there are videos for every single one of these. Remember to hit that like button, hit subscribe for that you want to see more videos, letting YouTube know that you guys are interested in watching more of this content, and that you're happy that I'm back, because I'm back, babies. I'm back, and I have more videos to show you. I have a lot more coming. So remember, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget, never forget to hit that notification button, because if you don't hit that notification button, you're never going to know when the next video is going to be up, because there's a lot coming for you guys. There's a lot coming. So show your support. If you want to see more, remember, click those buttons, subscribe, like, notification bell. That's the most important thing, guys. And remember, I will be sharing all the materials I did in the description below, as well as where I bought it, and where you can pick it up yourselves, and where you can pick up this beautiful file of this Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger helmet. That way, if you guys have a 3D printer, you can build it yourselves. And if you don't have one, you can always contact me, so that way you can order one directly from me, because I do take orders, commissions, props, armors, and of course helmets. And don't forget, guys, I will also be making that video of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Green Ranger Dragon Shield. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for that one, and I'm going to be bringing you that one, guys. So don't forget, guys, I hope you have an awesome weekend, a great week, and I will see you guys very, very soon.